Good evening, Puerto Vallarta, the entire Bay Area. It's me, Brett, with CPS News, the news that speaks your language. Of course, we're here to bring you the only televised English news in all of Puerto Vallarta and the Bahía de Banderas. But it wouldn't be a newscast if I didn't have this person right beside me. What up, Jesse?
Hello. How are you, Brett?
I threw you off with a whole new intro.
Wow.
That was a big one.
I hope you guys are doing great, and I hope you are ready to get all of this information that's been happening here in Puerto Vallarta, Bahía de Banderas, and Mexico. Let's get to it.
Absolutely. So I surprised Jesse with the new intro. Maybe we'll have some surprises for you tonight, too. But first up, no surprise, it's the headlines. Let's go.
Tonight on CPS News. A new bridge project could transform travel across the bay, but not without raising big questions. A discovery in Vallarta Zona Romántica leaves investigators searching for answers. In sports news, with the World Cup on the horizon, security experts gather in Vallarta to prepare for the global spotlight. This week on Voices of Vallarta, community health advocate Pam Thompson joins us with health insights for October you won't want to miss. All that and more tonight on CPS News, the news that speaks your language.
Okay, time for our first story tonight. Puerto Vallarta took center stage in Mexico's aviation industry as a Civil Aviation Security Symposium opened at the Sheraton Bougainvilleas. This event, which was organized by GAP under the theme Grand Events, brought together federal aviation officials and airport leaders from across the country, international experts, security firms, and even FIFA delegates. Their mission, to strengthen airport security and coordination as Mexico prepares to co-host the 2026 World Cup. GAP's Martin Zazuta said global events like the World Cup are a chance to show the world that Mexico can run safe, modern, and efficient airports. Panels focused on everything from host airport readiness to crowd management and advanced video analytics. Organizers also announced plans to boost staffing and technology to keep operations secure and smooth for the millions and millions of visitors expected to visit during the tournament. Thank you so much to MGG for our first story tonight.
And as the countdown to 2026 continues, the spotlight isn't just on the players, it's on the preparations behind the scenes. In our next story tonight, a routine day in the Bay turned tragic when an unexpected accident left one visitor fighting for his life. And here's David with the story.
A dramatic accident shook Bahía de Banderas Monday afternoon when a 53-year-old Polish diver, identified as Plesnios Marcis Wiskimo, was struck by a passing boat while in the water. Authorities report the impact caused severe chest trauma, multiple fractures, and the amputation of his left arm. The victim was first rushed to CMQ Premier Hospital in Bucerías, but due to the seriousness of his injuries, he was transferred to the Regional Hospital of Puerto Vallarta, arriving intubated and in critical condition around 1:35 p.m. Hospital social worker Evangelina Huerta alerted local police, noting that the patient has no family present. Municipal officers have begun an investigation while doctors fight to save his life with emergency surgery. The hospital remains on high alert as the community awaits updates on his condition. With information from Guadalupe Arce, David Herchak, CPS News.
Doctors in the community wait anxiously for the next update, and of course, we do hope for the best. Now moving on, here's a word from our sponsor, and that is Cerámicas Exclusivas.
Yep, and it's still Mexican Independence Month, and Cerámicas Exclusivas is celebrating 32 years with you. All throughout September, enjoy exclusive promotions. You don't have very much time left. There's select brands with discounts up to 36% off, plus 6 months interest-free financing. This is the perfect moment to shop with the best prices of the year and celebrate with us 32 years of history, trust us, and helping bring your projects to life. Because every space deserves style, elegance, and the quality that only Cerámicas Exclusivas delivers. You can visit them at Calle Federación 390, Colonia Paseos Universidad in Ixtapa, Puerto Vallarta. You can also find them on Instagram or Facebook. Cerámicas Exclusivas, 32 years of turning your projects into reality with incredible prices. Now, in our next story, a massive project is rising across the bay, promising to change the way two states connect. Here's Maria with the details.
Construction of the Amado Nervo Bridge, a long-awaited mega infrastructure project connecting Bahía de Banderas, Nayarit, and Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco, is already transforming the landscape just 2 months after breaking ground. Crews have begun erecting the first steel and concrete pillars on the Nayarit side, while deep foundation work and cement reinforcements continue for the 21 structural supports and 20 spans that will carry traffic across the river. Each span will stretch 40 meters and rest on massive 1.5-meter diameter pilings, using nearly 3,000 tons of steel. The bridge will measure 800 meters in length and 24 meters wide, featuring 4 traffic lanes, central barriers, lateral shoulders, and bike paths in both directions. Access roads totaling 1.55 kilometers will link San Vicente Nayarit to Ixtapa, Jalisco, creating a seamless connection to the future concrete Amado Nervo Avenue. Built by a consortium of leading Mexican engineering firms, the project is scheduled for completion by November 2026. Once open, it is expected to cut travel time between the two municipalities by up to 25 minutes, boosting tourism, trade, and economic development across the Bay of Banderas region. This landmark bridge is set to become a new symbol of regional integration and mobility on Mexico's Pacific coast. With information from Miguel Gonzalez Guerra, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
So whether it delivers on its promise could reshape travel and trade for years to come. And of course, we're going to keep bringing you the updates as we receive them. Okay, next up, you know I'm going to talk about the CPS Fun Run. So before we move on, here's something worth lacing up for. The third CPS Media and Vallarta Medical Center Charity Run is coming up on Sunday, October 26th, bright and early at 7 a.m. Right here in Marina Vallarta. You can walk it, you can run it. It's a 3K, it's a 5K, whatever your pace, it's your choice, and it's all for a great cause. Proceeds will support Canica, helping kids with cancer, and Horizonte de Paz, working in addiction recovery. The entry is only 250 pesos, or you can bring essential items instead. The full list is online at carrera.cps.media, and donations can be dropped off right here at Calle Proa 111 in Maria Vallarta, which is our studio, Monday through Friday from 10 to 6, and even on Saturday from 10 to 2. So grab your sneakers, bring your energy, and join us to make a difference. Run for a cause with CPS Media and Vallarta Medical Center.
All right, and before we go to break, let me tell you, this is breaking news. Starting today, the trash collection is gonna be daily. Let me tell you about this. In Puerto Vallarta, once again, they're gonna be offering daily collection in dozens of the city neighborhoods. I know that Mayor Luis Ernesto Munguia Gonzalez announced the move as part of this promise to improve waste management across the city. The new schedule applies to Central Puerto Vallarta, where garbage trucks will run every day of the week, while the municipal delegations, the north side, outskirts, and rural areas will continue with 3 pickups per week for now. Collection times will vary by zone, so generally between 6:40 p.m. and 9:20 p.m. depending on the neighborhood. So you can see it on the graphics. Look for the name of your colonia, and then you can figure out when is your trash going to be picked up. Residents are reminded to place trash on the curb only during the designated hours. Please do this only during the designated hours. Full list of the neighborhoods included in the new daily service can be found at Tribune.travel, and you can also find it on Vallarta's Asphalt Facebook page. And with that, we're going to go on a quick break, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get right to the break without me commenting on that story now. Wow, okay, so I wonder if this is going to promote a lot of change, because clearly we have a lot of stories about trash.
Yes,
and
we do.
I mean, if this works, and I hope it does, we won't have as many. But what do you think? You feel positive about this?
Well, I feel like we need to educate the people. You know, it's not all about Munguia or the trash system not working. It's also about us, the people, you know, doing the thing, doing the getting the trash out at the times that we need to. So we need to be informed. Please keep yourselves informed. Go to, you know, watch the news. And that's no commercial, but do watch the news. And then if you missed, you know, the the colonias, go to Tribune.travel. It's just set right there. Go to Vallarta's Asphalt. Go to tribunadelabahia.com.mx, which is our Spanish newscast website. And you just need to be informed so that you know this place can be cleaner every time.
Absolutely. So once again, CPS Media and CPS News bring you the information that you need. All right, we're going to go to a quick break. I hope you got a lot of info out of that. I know it's been asked about a lot with this trash thing, and hopefully trash isn't on our news anymore going forward. We'll be right back after this message. Welcome back, everybody, and of course you are still here with CPS News, the news that speaks your language, and we thank you for sticking around. Okay, now it's time to talk with our amazing monthly guest, Barbara Lapointe, who is here to tell us all about real estate and what's going on. How you doing?
Hello, Barbara. Thanks for being here.
So thrilled to be here and at the perfect time.
I feel like it is. So it's almost October. And some people might think it's a little early, but honestly, I think now's the time. If you're looking for a property, looking to sell a property, it's now, right?
Absolutely. I love to help my clients get going with the right foot forward and hit the ground running.
Tell us all about it, Barbs.
Well, let me ask you this. Are you thinking of selling your home here in beautiful Banderas Bay? Here's the truth. The way you list it could be the difference between waiting months for an offer or selling fast at the price you want. Yes, how you list it can make all the difference. And don't leave it to chance. Get it right from the start. With high season right around the corner, let's talk about what really works when listing a property in Mexico. One of the biggest mistakes sellers make is skipping professional photography and video. Buyers today want to see themselves in the space, and that means stunning drone shots, immersive video tours, and beautiful staging. And here is the good news. All of this is possible with myself and the support of Puerto Vallarta Sotheby's International Realty here in Puerto Vallarta. We only use the very highest standards for photography, staging, and presentation, so your property stands out from the rest. Another key is pricing. Even overpricing by just a little can stall a listing. Here in Banderas Bay, most serious buyers arrive ready to purchase in 90 days. So if you want your property to move, pricing it right from day one is critical. Many sellers don't realize that some of the strongest buyer interest comes from Mexico City, Guadalajara, and Monterrey, the big three. Now pair that with the international exposure of Sotheby's global network, and suddenly your property is being seen not only across Mexico, but around the world. But numbers only tell part of the story. Recently, I sat down with an amazing group of women, moms and entrepreneurs like me, who chose this vibrant corner of Mexico to build their lives. They shared their unfiltered experiences about schools, community, and the all-important topic of security. So is this the paradise they'd really hoped for? What are the unique challenges and joys of being a mom and an entrepreneur here in beautiful Riviera Nayarit. Their stories are honest, inspiring, and might even completely change the way you see this market. So enjoy.
I don't eat tacos every day. I try not to.
Guys, we are here in Nuevo Vallarta, the heart of Banderas Bay. It's where I live, work, and play. Shanoa, hi. How are you? Because I know that you're from Los Angeles, correct?
Yes.
But you're here in Nuevo Vallarta and you've opened your own studio. How did this come to be?
It was a poolside idea. We were having a hard time finding a place to work out consistently that we really loved. We have entrepreneurial spirits. We thought this would be a great way to connect with the community, a great way to bring something to the community. You have to really navigate all of the business nuances. Everything from understanding the market, the demographic. It's definitely international. My favorite part about Nuevo Vallarta is it definitely feels safe. It's clean. It feels like you're close to home without being there.
I'm from Germany. I grew up in West Africa. For me, it was like, wow, I found this place that kind of is the best of both worlds because it's very Western, but at the same time it has the nature that I remember as a child.
You could live anywhere in the world, but you're here building a life in Mexico, and I'm very curious about that.
I happened to be on holiday and then things aligned and I got this job offer, and it was an excellent opportunity to move forward with AI revolution. I like Mexico as an environment because it helped my daughter learn another language, expand her worldview, and I think schooling for children, there's no better school than world schooling and being back in nature. Actually, coming here was very easy. The challenging stretch where like maybe the infrastructure, the roads, the system, like culturally where I come from, a yes is a yes and a no is a no, and it's not like that here. There's some things I realized that I wanted in my life and some things I realized I just did not want. I like to be self-driven, and you can be that here. And there is no government that's kind of like imposing on you.
It's really very, very inspiring. I'm inspired by you. So if you're considering listing your property, remember, high season is the best time to attract both national and international buyers. With the right pricing presentation, the right pricing, and the global reach of Sotheby's International Realty, you can list and sell with total confidence. I'm Barbara Lapointe with Sotheby's International Realty, helping you achieve the sale your property deserves here in beautiful Banderas Bay.
Thank you so much. I always enjoy, all of the information that you bring is excellent. Thank you so much. And that video was really cool.
I loved sitting down with the moms and just hearing what their relocation experience was.
It's fantastic. It's really nice to have, someone else tell you about their story. It's incredible. I love listening to all of these stories.
Absolutely. Enjoy having you. I'm sad it's going to be another month till we see you back, but we'll hang in there the best we can, and then we'll get more information about what a great October you had.
Excellent. Thank you, Brent. Thanks, Jesse.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Okay, now moving on with the news tonight. A new player is entering the skies, and it could shift the balance of tourism on Mexico's Pacific coast. But first, before we give you that story, Liverpool's annual La Nocturnal sale is back. And of course, my shopper on set, Jesse's ready to tell you all about it.
Yes, I am, and I'm really excited. Liverpool Department Store is celebrating its 18th anniversary here in Puerto Vallarta and Bahía de Banderas with La Nocturna. Join the celebration with 3 days of incredible savings. Enjoy up to 30% off on clothing and accessories for the whole family. Plus, they also have furniture, tech, and home essentials with any form of payment. Mark your calendar for Friday, October 3rd, Saturday the 4th, and Sunday the 5th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can even reserve your favorite items starting today to lock in the promotion. Discover more at liverpool.com.mx or download the app, Liverpool Pocket app, and get an extra 10% off your first purchase when paying with a Liverpool credit card. Find Liverpool at Galerías Vallarta across from the Maritime Terminal and Liverpool Express on Federal Highway Tepic Puerto Vallarta number 1297 in Flamingos. Liverpool is always part of your life, anytime, anywhere. Now here's Maria with our next story tonight.
A quiet but strategic competition is taking off on Mexico's Pacific coast as the Riviera Nayarit International Airport in Tepic positions itself to rival Puerto Vallarta as the preferred gateway for travelers heading to the region's luxury resorts. Backed by the government of Nayarit, the Tepic Airport, recently upgraded to international status and in the final stages of expansion, will add new flights in December 2025 from Houston, Texas and Vancouver, Canada, plus a seasonal route from Calgary during the holiday period. A Los Angeles Tepic connection is already in service, and negotiations are underway for a Phoenix route in 2026. The goal is to capture travelers from the U.S. West and Southwest and major Canadian cities, bringing them directly to Tepic for quick road transfers to destinations such as Compostela, Sayulita, Punta de Mita, and Costa Canuva. The upcoming Tepic-Compostela Highway will cut drive times by nearly 15 minutes, strengthening Tepic's appeal for high-end visitors. Meanwhile, Puerto Vallarta International Airport remains the dominant player, with decades of established international connections and the convenience of a location just minutes from Bahía de Banderas. Its new Terminal 2, set to open in 2026, plus Jalisco's ongoing road upgrades, soon allowing travelers to reach Nuevo Vallarta in about 10 minutes, keep it ahead in speed and cost efficiency. The shift of the Riviera Nayarit brand from Puerto Vallarta's booking system to Tepic underscores the changing landscape. In the end, tourists may be the real winners. Luxury seekers can now fly directly to Tepic for exclusive escapes, while those craving beaches, nightlife, and family-friendly fun can continue to land in Puerto Vallarta and reach Nayarit's coast with ease. With information from Israel Torres, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Well, for travelers, the competition may mean more choices, but for the region, the stakes are much higher. Now, here's a word from our sponsor, Global Box. If you need secure and flexible storage, Global Box has you covered. They offer mini storage units starting at just 970 pesos per month with 24/7 security and options from 1 month to as long as you need them. You can store anything, furniture, products, documents, even a car, a boat, or a yacht. Entrepreneurs also have the option to combine storage and office space all in one place. Ask for details via WhatsApp 322-302-0884, and don't forget to mention CPS News to get a special 10 for 2 deal pay. So you pay 10 months and get 2 for free. Plus, this September, enjoy 20% off on second floor units. Global Box, the space you didn't know you needed, right behind La Corona Beer Place and the Verification Center.
Thank you, Jesse. Now moving on with tonight's local news. A heated debate in Bahía de Banderas is raising questions about who residents can really trust in Nayarit with their paperwork. So let me tell you a little more about it. So if you're a resident and you live in Nayarit and maybe you don't speak the most Spanish, this story could be of interest to you. Mayor Hector Santana announced new measures to regulate independent paperwork agents after a heated debate in the municipal council. The controversy began when 2 council members criticized the campaign, urging residents to handle permits directly at the government's one-stop service desk, which they said could sideline private agents. Santana clarified that the goal is not to eliminate their work, but to simplify procedures and protect citizens from fraud. He directed the city secretary to draft an initiative creating an official registry of authorized agents and a formal process for their operation. The plan follows multiple complaints from residents who were scammed by people posing as legitimate facilitators. Santana stressed that the activity will continue, but must be controlled to safeguard families' finances and ensure transparent municipal services. Thank you to Israel Torres for that story. And now it's time for another word from our sponsor, and of course that means it's time for La Katrina Cantina.
It's always a good time at La Katrina Cantina for sure, and a nice break from the heat. Now, let's go to more local news. A discovery in one of Vallarta's most popular neighborhoods has left investigators with more questions than answers. And here's Maria again with the details.
Authorities in Puerto Vallarta are investigating the suspicious death of a foreign resident identified only as Henry, whose body was discovered a week ago Friday inside his condo at Desire Residences in the Emiliano Zapata neighborhood, a popular area of the city's Zona Romantica. The alert was raised around 3 p.m. when a close friend, unable to reach him by phone, asked building staff for assistance. Workers entered the unit and found Henry dead in one of the bedrooms, prompting an immediate response from police and paramedics. Witnesses told investigators that Henry had been seen in the early morning hours entering the condominium with another man who has not been identified. Hours later, calls and messages to the victim went unanswered. Although no obvious external injuries were visible, unofficial sources suggest possible asphyxiation, leaving open the suspicion of homicide. Experts from the Jalisco Institute of Forensic Sciences have collected evidence and interviewed neighbors and staff in an effort to locate the mysterious companion. The regional prosecutor's office is awaiting autopsy results to confirm the exact cause of death and determine whether this was a premeditated crime or a tragic accident. With information from Guadalupe Arce, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
Authorities are waiting on key results that could determine whether this was a crime or just a terrible tragedy. Once we know more, you'll get updated for sure. Okay, now let me tell you about Hospital Hoya. At Hospital Hoya Riviera, caring for those around us is part of their commitment. If you live or work in Bahía de Banderas, just show a photo ID and get a general doctor consultation for only 500 pesos. Enjoy professional medical care, a warm and personal approach, and quality health care within your reach. This special offer is good from August 1st through September 30th, so you better hurry up and schedule your appointment or find out more on their social media pages. Search for Hospital Hoya Riviera or give a call to 322-226-8181. Hospital Hoya Riviera, they know how to take care of you, and they really want to.
Thanks, Brent.
Yeah.
And stay tuned because Pam Thompson's going to be here, and she's going to talk about, some of the events that Hospital Hoya have every October for all us girls. So stay tuned. But before we go to that, did you do your homework, Brent?
Of course. When have I ever not done on this day? Tell me when that was.
I don't know.
On this day forever
I think
ago.
sometimes you just make them up.
I just make them up as I go. Yeah, we had quite
silly.
we had quite the rhino elephant debate last week. I love that.
Yeah.
I don't even know who won that, but I'm going to say me. Okay, so with that, of course, I did my homework. So let's talk about on this day.
Okay,
you ready?
so go
I got
first.
3 of them.
You can go first.
First of all, you're going to love this one. So
All
the
right.
first on this day is on this day, it's National Coffee Day.
Oh, I do love that one.
Yeah, today's the one day that you can just buy that 3rd cup before lunch because
Shoot,
it's or
it's the
4th.
one day that we don't have our coffee cups.
We don't have our mugs today. We failed National Coffee Day.
Jeez.
Well, here's the question. If you didn't bring your coffee mug, did you bring a goose?
Oh, don't tell me it's Goose Day.
Let me reach down here. No, I don't have a goose, but that would be amazing. It is Happy Goose Day. It's not just Goose Day, it's Happy Goose Day. So honk if you're celebrating.
How do you know if they're happy or not?
It honks. It goes,
I wore my goose outfit.
Yeah, gooses.
Kind of, yeah.
They dress sort of like that. I don't know. Okay,
right.
last but not least, this one kind of goes with National Coffee Day.
Oh, really?
It is National Biscotti Day.
Yes, it kind of does go.
Crunchy,
that sounds so good
dunkable.
right now.
Yeah, I know
Jeez.
you're hungry. You keep telling me between takes, I'm so hungry.
I need some coffee and a biscotti.
I
That
know.
sounds
What
good.
happens behind the scenes is mostly talking about what's going on in our lives and our hunger levels.
It's true.
It is.
Well,
so that's great.
I also did my homework, and let me tell you, I have some serious ones. Today is
okay.
World Heart Day.
Okay.
So show some corazón, some love. You can go take a walk or dance a little at the La Catrina Cantina. You can just hug someone, and there's that for Heart
Always
Day.
gets the heart racing, those hugs. Okay.
It's also Dia de San Miguel.
Oh.
And so, of course, today is the last day at El Pitillal. They have the big, huge parties going on, and today's the last day, so you better go and check it out, or they will be gone forever. Just kidding, until
who
next
is
year.
San Miguel? Do you know anything about
San
it?
Miguel is an arcangel, I guess. It's some
Okay.
angel, I think.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Okay.
It's supposed to be very, very important angel.
Good.
So there's that.
We like
I think
to learn
it's
on
the
the
one
show.
that went to tell Mary about she was pregnant with Jesus. I think. I'm not 100% sure.
You learned it here,
There
but
you
if we're
go.
wrong, write us and tell us, because you love to tell us when we're wrong. And we appreciate it, actually. Okay, what else?
All right, what else I have? It's also International Day of Food Waste Awareness. So eat everything on your plate.
Do what you said. She's a mom. Do it, okay?
And then it's also, this is hard to say. It's Primary Immune Thrombocytopenia Day.
Why do you pick the ones that are impossible to say? Like mine's
Because
coffee
Laura
day.
likes them.
Okay, what the heck is that?
It's the low palate of, what is it called?
A low palate?
It's a low
Platelet,
palate.
okay.
So you easily bruise, or you have frequent nosebleeds, or you bleed in your gums, or you get tiny red or purple spots on your skin, then you have
Okay.
thrombocytopenia. I don't know. I can't say it anymore.
You're on these days are just so uplifting. I love it. All right. So if your gums are bleeding and you have low platelets, well, you're welcome.
the
We told
day.
you all about it. All right. With that and those uplifting words, let's move on, because Voice of Vallarta is coming up, and Pam Thompson can't wait to sit down with me and tell you all about what she's going on for October. We'll be right back.
Get some coffee.
Welcome back, everybody, and of course that means it is time for Voices of Vallarta, and I have a very special guest that I think most of you probably recognize. It is Miss Pam Thompson. We were talking about titles, but really Pam is like the liaison between our English-speaking community and our healthcare providers here. You offer such a valuable service to so many people. I mean, I've worked with you before, and it was great. So welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And October is a really important month. I think most people know it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but what does that mean to you? And I think you even have some special events coming up, right?
Yes, we have several special events coming up, and October's always been kind of worldwide, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have my pink cocktail, which is on next Friday. And there's no charge. It's at the Hospital Hoya Marina. It's drinks, fabulous raffle prizes, and we do it to honor our breast cancer survivors.
Oh, wow.
And to remember those that passed away. Mm-hmm. And it's always a big one to kick off the month of October.
Okay, but that's not the only event, right?
No. We have BENU, which is a local Mexican women's group that support women with breast cancer. They're doing a fashion show, and it's all breast cancer patients that are going to be modeling the clothes and putting the whole thing together.
Okay.
It's a wonderful group.
Yes.
And then I have the 1st of November, a pink brunch that we'll have at Bravo's. Michael Buffard, who's wonderful, always is very generous, and it's 500 pesos, 50 pesos per person for the tip, and the rest he will donate to Benu. And we have a group that we help women that can't afford a mammogram.
Oh, that's all.
So those are kind of the main events, plus mammogram clinics.
And so how would people find out more about these? Are they listed somewhere? Do you have a site or a Facebook page? Like, I know people are like, wow, that's 3 events and I'm very interested, but how would I find out about all that information?
Well, my Facebook page, a lot of people find me that way. I do have a website, but my Facebook page is...
We'll put it up on the screen.
'Cause I can't remember.
I'm sure we can find it, not a problem,
Yeah.
and so you'll get it as well. But October is really important. So let's talk about October. Let's talk about breast cancer awareness. So what advice would you give the community in terms of early detection, self-care, and just really how to stay on top of that and focus, not just in October, but all the time?
It's all year round, exactly. Well, every month a woman should do a self-breast exam, anything that she feels abnormal. And I'd like to point out in here as well, men have breast cancer. It's rare, it's not a common occurrence, but we do have some men that have had breast cancer. So do your breast exams once a year from the age of 40 onward. Have your yearly mammogram. And we're really blessed here in Vallarta because we have one of the best mammogram machines in all of Mexico. It's called a tomosynthesis machine. It's low pressure, low radiation, and we have an amazing female breast specialist.
Wow.
So it's great working with them. When I do my clinics, it's the mammogram, an ultrasound, a physical exam, and an explanation of the images. So the woman leaves understanding everything.
Oh, that's amazing. And so if somebody wanted to get this done, they're nervous, they don't have enough Spanish.
Sure.
I mean, I'm sure this is a pretty common thing that you hear about. How do they best reach out to you? What format do you like? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people reach out, so you have to be specific about, like, you can't have it coming from 3 different places or 4
Well,
different places.
it does come. I mean, I'm open to anything.
Okay.
I mean, if you post my website and also my Facebook page, that's plenty. You
Okay.
can Google me. Usually my contact is there, and my phone number and WhatsApp, whatever they want.
So with these 3 events, I'm sure they're all equally amazing and
they
important
are.
to you. But which one would you like to highlight? I mean, we only have a certain amount of time, but which one is like, oh, wow, this is I mean, they're all great.
That's a hard one to
I know,
say, but
I
I
know.
think this year, because this will be the 2nd year that the women with breast cancer have put on this fashion show. I think they're so brave.
Okay.
Some of them have had the breast reconstruction. We work with a doctor that does that for free. So that's what a lot of the funds go for, is for the breast reconstruction, which comes a year or so after the diagnosis. But these women that are putting the fashion show on and that are going to walk the runway are all breast cancer survivors. So I think that's kind of the highlight. It's really exciting.
Yeah, I know that's hard. I put you on the spot to highlight one when they're all so important. But you mentioned something about this doctor who's doing this for free.
Yes.
And I don't know if you feel like mentioning his name or not. And you
Sure.
can absolutely say no, but I feel like someone that's that important or
Absolutely.
that giving so much to the community. Why don't we? Who's
Sure,
that?
it's Dr. Guillermo Ramos.
Okay.
He's a plastic surgeon, and he's been involved in doing this for numerous years. And as he schedules each reconstruction, sometimes they're done at regional hospital, but when I say we, the medical team has to bring all their own supplies, their own medications, their drugs, the anesthesia, and they can do them there. Sometimes he does them at Hospital Hoya Marina, and we do it at a very low cost.
Amazing. So,
But all the work, all the
Yeah.
physicians, all of that is free.
well, I will say, if the doctor, if you're out there right now and you're watching, thank you from everybody.
Yeah, it's
that's so
amazing.
amazing. You just don't get that everywhere.
Exactly.
And that's great. So any final thoughts you'd like to share with our viewers, maybe outside of just breast cancer awareness, or like what you offer or what you have coming up? And then we'll be almost out of time today.
Well, I mean, my pink cocktail is the kickoff. It's
Yes.
kickoff for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but also kind of been always the kickoff for high season. And so that's always a great thing to go to. Each month I have a different theme. November's Men's Health Month, so we have a lot of stuff for men.
Great.
just kind of whatever anybody needs. Just let me know, and I do my best to help out.
I'll tell you, on behalf of myself and Jesse, you have our full support.
Thank you.
If we can ever help with the cocktail, the
Excellent.
launch, or awareness, I mean, obviously this is bringing a lot of awareness to it, so
Yes.
thank you so much. We are out of time, Pam, and it goes so fast.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I mean, like I said, I've known of you for a long time. I don't know if we've met in person before, but I'm honored and pleasured to actually sit here with you.
That was my
and I
pleasure.
love what you do.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so with that, that's it for Voices of Vallarta today. Thank you so much for tuning in with it. We are going to be right here again next week, of course. And if you want to be on Voices of Vallarta right here where Pam is sitting, please do contact us and come on the show. But next up, we're going to have our sports segment. But first, it's a quick word from our sponsor, and this time it's BYD. Let me tell you about them. So September, you can celebrate the independence of your mobility with BYD Puerto Vallarta. You can drive 100% electric cars, no gas, just cutting-edge technology and innovation. Take advantage of exclusive bonuses across the entire lineup and enjoy even a home demo without the hassle of traffic. BYD, build your dreams. We'll be right back.
After that great interview, we are back, and guess what? It's time for sports. David is here, and he's going to tell us all about it. What's up, Dave?
Lots is up, I think, coming up this week. We got some bouncing off the walls parkour stuff coming up pretty soon. So, yeah.
So excited about that.
I remember parkour from last year. That's pretty cool. Do you usually go to that event, or do you go see it?
I have not, but I'm intrigued by this, so I think I'm going to have to go to this one.
Well, I might join you for that one.
Sounds
it's
good.
An international one. Bella is super excited about it, so I think I have to be there. It's right after the CPS fun run, so be ready for that.
Parkour.
Oh, perfect.
I love it. All right, let's hear what else we got in sports, David.
All right. And CPS Sports is brought to you by Inglés Bahía. Tired of not being able to communicate in Espanol? Inglés Bahía is here to help. This local language school in Valle Dorado offers in-person Spanish classes for beginners with passionate, professional teachers, ready to get your Espanol flowing for a reasonable price. Whether you prefer one-on-one or group classes, Inglés Bahía will boost your Spanish vocabulary and confidence in no time. Located in Valle Dorado at Avenue Valle de Mexico, número 2, right off Highway 200, it's a perfect place to practice with taco stands and shops all around. Call or WhatsApp 322-230-7208. Inglés Bahía, más español, por favor. All right, let's jump into sports with parkour. Puerto Vallarta is about to get a serious rush of adrenaline this October. First up, if you're into gravity-defying moves and urban acrobatics, you absolutely cannot miss the Parkour Challenge Vallarta 2025 called Natural Flow. On October 25th and 26th, the Arcos del Malecón will be transformed into a playground for some of the most talented parkour athletes from across Mexico. We're talking flips, vaults, wall runs, and movements so fluid they almost look like they're bending the laws of physics. And it's not just about looking cool. These athletes will compete in two major categories. Freestyle, where creativity, style, and control are king. And speed, where it's a pure race against the clock, dueling one-on-one through timed circuits. And here's the best part. It's not just a spectator sport. During the mornings, there are workshops, jam sessions, and open training, giving beginners and pros alike a chance to learn, practice, and connect with the parkour community. Plus, the top competitors walk away with prizes of up to 15,000 pesos in cash and rewards. So yes, the stakes are high. The energy is higher, and the moves absolutely jaw-dropping. Okay, switching gears, let's talk combat sports. Vallarta's own Joel Alejandro Peña, aka Canelo Peña MMA, is stepping into the cage on October 31st in Querétaro, and fans are buzzing. He's taking on Jose Peñalosa in the 145-pound division as part of a 14-fight FLC league card that promises non-stop action. Canelo has been training like a machine, and this isn't just a fight, it's a statement. He's looking to elevate his name in Mexican MMA and, more importantly, to make Puerto Vallarta proud. Fast hands, sharp kicks, and the discipline of a champion, this fight is going to be electric from the first bell. And if you're a football fan, don't tune out yet because FIFA just revealed the official mascots for the 2026 World Cup, and they are pure fun. Representing the host countries, we have Maple the Moose for Canada, Zayu the Jaguar for Mexico, and Clutch the Bald Eagle for the USA. These mascots aren't just cute, they're vibrant symbols of culture, unity, and pure excitement. They'll be everywhere, on merchandise, video games, and fan zones, spreading the energy of the tournament. If you're following the World Cup, these three are your new best friends. So, Puerto Vallarta and beyond are buzzing with sports this fall. Get out there, get active, cheer loud, and enjoy the show because the action isn't slowing down anytime soon. I'm David, the sports guy, signing off, reminding you to stay fit, stay fired up, and keep loving the game no matter which sport you follow. Jesse and Brent, back to you.
Thank you, David. Interesting stuff. So we've got a bit of flipping and superhero stuff.
Yep.
We've got some new mascots like Clutch the Bald Eagle.
I think that was your nickname, wasn't it?
Clutch.
I think
They always call
I'm
me
going to
Clutch.
call you Clutch now.
They
That's
call
pretty
me
much
Clutch.
what you are. Yeah.
We have an alternate Canelo, one that actually wins. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
yeah.
Oh,
my God.
sorry, all of
Someone
Mexico.
Someone might have lost a bet last week on
You're
that
in
one.
Mexico, you know this, right?
And this is what got me
I didn't
canceled.
say that. I didn't say that.
So, Brent, how did you get canceled in Mexico? I said something about Canelo the boxer. I'm sorry. Good luck, Canelo the MMA fighter. I hope you do well. Oh, my gosh.
Thanks, Dave, for all that info. Now let's go to the national portion of our newscast. But first up, the national segment of the newscast is brought to you by Hospitan. Oh, yes. Let me tell you about Hospitan's My Health program. Actually, instead of me telling you, let's hear directly from one of the happy users who has benefited from it.
Good program. I would recommend it to anybody new that's coming to Puerto Vallarta, in that I've been a member here for almost 8 years. We have a lot of meetings usually once a month where we get to meet and interact with other members and also to share common concerns regarding health. And the facilities and care here at Hospital is really excellent in Puerto Vallarta. The doctors are all very personable, they're very approachable and easy to speak to. And whenever I've had any utilization of services here at the hospital, it's been a perfect experience. I'd highly recommend it and encourage you all to take part in the My Health program.
Call 322-226-2080 to book your appointment or visit them at Boulevard Francisco Medina Asensio, 3970. Now it's time for Mexican National News segment. And first up, our president was in Jalisco and Nayarit for her one-year review. And here are the details of her visit. Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum spent the weekend touring the states of Jalisco and Nayarit, making key stops in Guadalajara and Tepic to highlight major announcements and reinforce her social agenda. In Guadalajara, Sheinbaum visited the Conjunto de Artes Escénicas at the University of Guadalajara, where she emphasized the expansion of social programs. She noted that during the previous administration, 13.5 million people were lifted out of poverty and projected an investment of 1 trillion pesos in social support by 2026. She also unveiled plans to revive the Mexico-Guadalajara passenger train, positioning it as a cornerstone of national mobility and connectivity. In Tepic, the president thanked residents for their support and reaffirmed her commitment to expanding social programs in Nayarit. Accompanied by local officials, Sheinbaum highlighted achievements in education, healthcare, and direct assistance, including the launch of the Mujeres Pensión del Bienestar program, which provides financial support for women ages 60 to 64. The presidential tour aimed to strengthen direct communication with citizens while showcasing tangible government results. Infrastructure initiatives and expanded social programs are designed to leave a lasting impact as Sheinbaum moves toward the latter half of her administration. With these visits, Guadalajara and Tepic become central stages in a nationwide strategy focused on development with a human touch. With information and images from Milenio, Jessie Ruiz, CPS News.
Well, that sounds like a very productive visit, and I'm glad you made a little time for us. Okay, next up, in Michoacan, authorities say they've uncovered something unprecedented, a mix of faith and firepower. Sounds a little confusing, right? Well, here's all the details, and Maria is going to bring them to you.
Authorities in Michoacan have uncovered a clandestine armed group linked to the controversial religious organization La Luz del Mundo, revealing an unprecedented mix of organized crime and faith. Acting on an anonymous tip, security forces detained 38 people during a raid on a rural property in the municipality of Vista Hermosa. The site is located along the Vista Hermosa-La Barca Highway, an area known for cartel activity. Investigators discovered 19 replica assault rifles and handguns, tactical gear, radios, knives, and even a homemade bomb simulator. Among the detainees, 32 were positively identified, including one U.S. citizen, with the rest from Michoacan, Nayarit, the state of Mexico, and Jalisco. 2 suspects had formal security training. Officials say the armed faction known as Los Hacer was created to protect the church's leaders, their families, and major gatherings such as the annual Santa Cena. Sources reveal the group was first called Grupo Jericho before adopting its current name around 2015, shortly after Nason Joaquin Garcia took control of the church. Despite being jailed in the U.S. on sexual abuse charges, Nason is believed to maintain direct control over the group. Members reportedly received biannual paramilitary training, including weapons handling and explosives detection, sometimes led by insiders with military skills or outside contractors. Authorities describe the operation as the first documented case in Mexico of a religious congregation maintaining a private armed defense squad. The 38 suspects remain in federal custody as investigations continue, while military and state police maintain heavy patrols to prevent the emergence of other possible training camps. With information from Tribuna de Mexico, Maria Ammerman, CPS News.
All right, thanks, Jesse. Ahoy, Puerto Vallarta! This patriotic season, climb aboard the La Magalante and celebrate independence like a true pirate. Get 50% off regular adult tickets and 45% off their premium package. But hurry, this offer will not last forever. Enjoy an unforgettable adventure with an open bar, gourmet dinner, day and night tours, and of course, the ultimate pirate show and party. Don't miss your chance to sail into excitement. Book your tickets now at pirateshipvallarta.com. You can set sail, have fun, and make this patriotic month one to remember. Ahoy! And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't say, arr! Jesse would never let me do this again. Okay, coming up now, it's a brand new segment, and this one is from Vin Maru. It's financial liberties in Mexico. So listen up, y'all. You might make a little coin.
Thanks, Brent. My name is Vin Maru. I'm from Financial Liberties, and welcome to our coverage on the Mexican economy and everything finance related to Mexico. So last few weeks ago, Secretary Edgar Amador presented his 2026 economic package to the Chamber of Deputies. The plan sets net spending at just 10 trillion pesos, nearly 6% higher than last year. Growth is projected between 1.8% to 2.8%, driven by strong domestic demand, Mexico's role in global value chains, and more stable trade environment. Inflation is expected to fall to 3%, and the peso is forecasted at 18.9 per dollar. The interest rate nearly 6% by the end of 2026. Tax revenues are projected to rise 5.8% in real terms, reaching a record of 15.1% of GDP. Spending priorities include 2.6 trillion pesos for state and municipalities, 1 trillion for bureaucratic salaries, 1.6 trillion for debt service, and 1.7 trillion for pension and retirements. Revenues are estimated at 8.7 trillion pesos, led by 5.8 trillion in taxes and 1.2 trillion from oil. The Sheinbaum administration is also focusing on infrastructure. Premex is set to receive 247 billion pesos, absorbing nearly half of all priority investment projects, while the Federal Electricity Commission will get $61 billion. Together, Premex and CFE will capture almost 6 out of every 10 pesos for priority spending in the president's second year. Beyond the budget, Mexico's fintech and innovation sector are drawing major investments. Capital Bank has become the country's newest unicorn after raising $68 million in a Series C round. This pushes its valuation to $1.3 billion. The digital bank offers accounts, credit investments, bill payments, and plans to build an AI-driven financial ecosystem to improve business performance. In sustainable mobility, electric company Vemo raised $250 million from Vision Ridge Partners. Founded in 2021, Vemo operates 650 electric vehicles, partners with Uber and Didi, and supports charging infrastructure. With more than $500 million raised to date, and they plan to invest another $1.5 billion in the next 5 years, Vemo aims to lead Mexico's transition to clean transportation. That's it for today. Thank you for following Financial Liberties. I'm Vin Maru, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
Thanks, Vin. That's important information. I know soda pop and tobacco are going up here in Mexico, so be careful with that. Now, let's go to a quick message from our sponsor, Global Box. And a reminder, if you need extra source and flexible storage, they have you covered. From small units to store documents or products, all the way up to space for a car, a boat, or even a yacht, Global Box has options for every need. Business owners can even use their units as a combination office and storage space. Units start at 970 pesos per month and can be rented from 1 month to as long as you need. For more information, send a WhatsApp to 322-302-0884 or visit their website at globalbox.com. Mention CPS News for a special promotion, and right now, because it's September, still, they're offering 20% off second floor units. Global Box, the space you didn't know you needed.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We've reached the end of the show, and we hope to see you next week. I personally hope to see you next week if I don't get canceled for my Canelo joke.
I don't know,
Ouch.
Brent. I cannot promise anything.
Knowing me, this was not what I guessed I'd be canceled for. I mean, I do my best. Sorry, Canelo. You did good, but not good enough.
And don't forget to check out Vallarta's Asphalt page or Tribune That Travels website so that you can know when to take out your trash, because as of today, it's a daily pickup on most colonias, only 60 of them. So yeah, it gets a little tricky.
We're learning this as you are, because today is day one. So you did a great job with that. We'll have more stories about it. We'll get you more information. And if you have questions about the trash pickup, or you look at the graphics, or you look at the things online, and there's something you don't understand, send us a message on YouTube, put it right in the comments, and we'll focus on it for next week so we can all learn together.
There you have it. Thank you so much. I hope you will be here next week to get informed. Bye-bye.
I hope I'll be here too. Good night, everybody.